Thank you, Mr. President. The Syriac Universal Alliance wants to draw the attention of the Council to the situation of the Aramean people in Turkey and Iraq. The Arameans have suffered hugely from the lack of minority recognition in Turkey. Not only have their numbers been decimated from more than 1 million in the early 20th century down to 3,000 today in the southeast of Turkey, but we are also witnessing an attempt to wipe out the property rights of the Arameans. Therefore, regarding Turkey, we request first, recognition by Turkey of the Arameans as a minority under the Lausanne Treaty, and second, the cessation of the land expropriation so prevalent in Turkey today and a return of lands rightly owned by the Arameans. I come to Iraq now. Since 2003, numbers of Aramean Christians in Iraq have halved already down to approximately 400,000 to 600,000. The Syriac Universal Alliance requests the following. First, Iraqi and US governments, in cooperation with the UN, should immediately act to prevent the tide of immigration from Iraq growing any larger by taking necessary security and safety measures in Aramean Christian populated areas. For example, this may include additional Iraqi police monitoring activities and also increasing checkpoints to be placed in large Christian population areas. Second, the US forces and the United Nations should work in close consultation with the Iraqi authorities and other partners to further combat plans by the Islamic State of Iraq, which is an Al-Qaeda local branch, to target the Iraqi Christian community, and also to provide peacekeepers to support the local police. Third, UNAMI should expand its current mandate to include Aramean security. Fourth, UNHCR should specifically target the Aramean refugee disaster and ensure that the exodus halts and that refugees are returned in peace and with compensation. The bloody massacre in Baghdad on the 31st of October 2010 was the most disturbing of recent attacks against the Aramean Christians in Iraq. A vicious strike on the Syriac Catholic Cathedral, where 44 Christian worshippers, 2 priests and 7 security forces personnel died after it was seized by Islamic militants and then stormed by Iraqi troops. We ask the international community, the US government and the Iraqi government to do everything to assist the Arameans in their desperate time of need and to stop the disappearance of this ancient community in Iraq. Thank you, Mr. President.